Hello, welcome back to the 55 Buick POS special build. I was going to be starting maybe on getting the engine ready to go in the car, but the weather had different ideas. So, the first of the interior projects, and there aren't many, I think I'm only doing really two, is this back seat. It is one of the worst ones I've had. Obviously, something was living in this car, and I'm not sitting on that. And I know I don't want anybody else sitting on that, because that's pretty disgusting. I don't even know if I can save these for patterns to make real seat covers at some point, but I'll try to save them. But I'm gonna do low buck seat cover, because anything I do is going to be better than that. And I don't think I'll have more than $25 in the seat. Alright, so first thing, got to work on the floor, because it's the only place I have this this big to work on, unless I'm in the back of my pickup truck. But yeah, first thing to do on these things is basically just get all the hog rings out that are holding on the cover. I'm just grabbing them with a set of dikes, cutting them out. These are what the hog rings look like. If you've never seen them, they're just all the way around the perimeter of the seat cover, everywhere. That's how they're attached. Obviously they're rusty and junk now, but if you just grab them with a pair of dikes, you can get them out, and it's not too bad. So they're everywhere. They're all around the perimeter, holding the seat together. You just pull them out. Pretty rough. Pretty rough. Oof. Yeah, okay. This is all disgusting and going away, but originally, layer of burlap, then cotton, then the seat cover, I don't think I can save any of this, so we'll start over with something different. Yeah, this is all garbage. So I guess I'll save this for now. Maybe it'll make it easier to make patterns if I ever make a real seat cover, but somehow I just don't think it's going to happen. Alright, so the actual seat frame is in good shape. No broken springs, which is great. Each side has this little brace here, which is rusty. Not needed. I can replace it or not. I think not. I'm just going to cut them off. So I just gave it a quick wire brush. And probably give it a spray with some cheap paint. And then we'll start making it into something. Alright, so let the butchery begin. So, with the seat frame stripped down and some cheap paint just sprayed on it, not to make it look new, but actually it looks like it was painted 80 years ago and now it's just kind of worn out, which is like exactly what this car is, so that's perfect. So the right way to do this now would be to put a layer of burlap on this to cover the springs first. I don't have any burlap. I could buy some, but why? One of the swap meets I was at last year, I bought some rolls of material for like next to nothing because the guy just wanted them gone, and I bought a couple rolls, and he's like, here, take it all. So I got some rolls of stuff that nobody would ever use. Here's one of them. Minty green. Now, nothing against green cars, but if I do a green car, the interior is probably going to be gray or black, not green. But what I'm going to try to do is put this on upside down, like this. And disclaimer, this may not work at all. I have no idea. I'm just trying it. If it doesn't work, I guess I got to go out and buy some burlap. But is this even enough material? Let's see. I think it's just enough. Isn't that wonderful? So, looks like it's going to work. Now, I don't know what's the best way to do this, so I'm going to wing it. As long as I have enough material to get over the top, I'm just going to start on one end. And hog ring this right to the seat frame. We'll see what happens. All right, so to start this, I'm just going to barely put it over the edge here because I don't have a ton of material. And we're winging it. And, you know, if you don't like it the first time, take it apart and do it over. I have a bunch of hog rings here. You can buy them on Amazon or wherever. And a special set of hog ring pliers. And basically they have notches in the ends here to load the hog ring in. They're spring loaded. You put the hog ring in like that, and all you do is squeeze it, and it'll crunch that hog ring right around whatever you got. So let's see. I'm just gonna start here on the side, and there is holes, or are holes, in the frame here for the hog rings to go in. So I'm going to start working my way around this at every spot along the side here first. And then I'll pull it to the other side, stretch it, and hog ring it to the other side. Now this is kind of lumpy, but it's on springs, so I can't expect it to be perfectly smooth. The top back tight, and hog ring that to the back. Alright, so now just pulling it tight, hoggering the bottom, and I'll trim off the excess and then move to the sides. Okay, first part done. Looks like a dirty bed sheet on there, but that's the back side of that green vinyl. Does not stretch very easily. That's probably why they use burlap as the first layer. But again, so far we have $2 in this for a can of spray paint. So now on to the next part. The next level of butchery is what goes on top of the what's supposed to be burlap, but is now some random material. The next level would usually be foam or cotton, neither of which I have. And so I want to try something else. Working with what I have some leftover carpet padding laying around. Enough to do seats. I figure if it's soft enough to walk on, why not soft enough to sit on? I don't know. The beauty of this is, even if this thing comes out completely horrible, you cut a few hog rings and you can throw it away and start over. So why not give it a try, right? 2 layers of carpet padding. That I'm going to attempt to get some hog rings in. And see how it comes out. All right, next layer done. So now the seat has a layer of carpet foam on it. And it worked, but carpet foam doesn't stretch. So it's hard to get it tight. It's probably going to be lumpy. But hey, it's still got to be better than the mouse-infested mess we had to start with. But wait to the next step. Maybe you'll disagree. Because the final step on this shit sandwich is a $5 moving blanket. Yep. We went there, bought a bunch of moving blankets. I think 12 of them for like 60 bucks. So $5. And yeah, we'll see what that looks like. And there it is. I realized this morning, it's the next day, that camera wasn't rolling when I was wrapping this, but I did it the same way as the other steps. I just wrapped it around, wrapped the blanket around the seat, hog ringed it in. There are some wrinkles. Can't pull these as tight as I'd like. I actually tore a part of it when I was trying to pull it. So you get what you pay for. It's a $5 moving blanket. You can't pull it as tight as maybe you'd like to get all wrinkles out, but compared to what was in the car, I'd say it's quite the improvement. All right, so next I gotta wrap the bottom. On to the bottom cushion, which is just as horrible, if not worse, than the top. You can see this was some layer of almost like horsehair, and then foam, which is just disintegrating. Disgusting. You would not want to sit on that. That's pretty bad. So, same as the top. Flip it over, pull the hog rings, and strip it down. spring. It's in good shape. No rust. Looks real good. Just had a horrible seat cover on it. So I'm just going to do exactly the same thing. I won't bore you with showing the video of exactly the same thing again, but I'm going to wrap it with some scrap material, 2 layers of carpet foam, and then the moving blanket. And we'll come back when it's done and see what it looks like in the car. And there is the brand new lower cushion. So, looks better than it was, I'd say. And just to make sure, if anybody else ever looks at this rear seat and says, does that guy really use a moving blanket? I'll leave the tag on the side. Yeah, premium moving blanket. Just so there's no doubt. Yep, he really did do that. So, now I'll put it in the car, see what it looks like. All right, there you go. Back seat for less than $10. I think that looks a lot better than the pretty disgusting mouse-infested thing we had. Not the best, not the worst, but it'll work. Keeping the low buck build alive. All right, so, man, am I ever going to get working on the engine on this thing? I think we're just about there. We are building a whole car just to be ready for the engine. Little sneak peek. See you on the next one.